Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Quickie. As always, I'm Robo, and I know it's been a rough weekend. The weekly a couple of days ago, just toy news, a shit ton of toy news. But we knew the Hasbro panel today at MCM London would reveal more Marvel Legends, more Star Wars. We knew it was coming, so just stick with me just a little bit longer, and then we can rest. We can contemplate, we can look at what we learned this weekend, and then next weekend, a whole nother round. On the Star Wars front, we kind of saw this coming. They were talking about prequels, and what better army builder from the prequels, well, other than clones, would they give us? We needed Battle Droids, and now we have Battle Droids. So delicious, so good. I need a few of these. Can I get some cases? Looking at it real quick, you think, oh, it's kind of plain. The sculpt's there. The shape is there. It just blah. But if you take the high-res pictures, zoom in, there's some damage. There's some chipping, and that's on purpose. It's meant to be there, not like factory, oh, well, the factory screwed up. There's some detail here. We've had the figure arts for a little while now. Those are beautiful, those are great, but they're not really priced right for some army building. Black Series, $20 a pop. Like I said, I may need a few of these. And I'm kind of thinking at the moment that the figure arts will lead a group of these, but again, once these get in hand, we'll see how they compare. And Hasbro being Hasbro and what they do with stormtroopers and clones and other troop builders, hopefully we'll see variations of this later down the line. We need some snipers, some commanders, some different colors, some different planets, maybe some Geonosis, the red. Who knows what we're gonna get? But Battle Droid, yeah. Need a few. Hasbro did say that this folds down into the transport position. I wish they'd shown a picture of that because that's always cool to see. But I trust them. When I get it, I'll be like, oh, it does fold down. And whereas I would have talked about Star Wars second, the Marvel Legends reveals were so damn good that Star Wars had to go first. Here's Marvel Legends reveals. It's funny, I just drove 5 hours back from VB's house. Last night we were recording some Fwoosh cast. We were digging through his toy bins, and I pulled out the old Union Jack, and I was like, boy, this is a piece of shit. I wish they would replace this one. Beware my power. Oh man. My pockets are kind of empty. I wish I had something to put in them. They also revealed a Citizen V. I love some Thunderbolts. I love Songbird. Her figure wasn't the greatest, but it was Songbird. It was cool. And to get Citizen V, that's even more awesome. It's a cool design. It's got the stars. It's got the stripes. It's got the cape. It makes me feel kind of stupid for not looking at the red and black Daredevil we got and said, oh, with those wraps and those boots, they gotta be making a Citizen V, right? Didn't even cross my mind. Good job, Hasbro. Also, it's the same body as the Baron Zemo, so you can just put them back to back and it makes a nice bookend to just those two characters. But the biggie here, the one that I didn't think we were gonna see for a while, is X-Men Beast. Oh man, look at this bad bastard. He looks like he jumped directly off the cover of X-Men #1. The facial features, the musculature, just, the sculpt is so good. And the paint conveys that exact picture too. On top of being beautiful, they tried to pack as much articulation in here as they could because it's Beast. He's agile, he's bouncy, he needs to move. We get butterfly joints, we get under the pecs ball joint for tilt and around rotation, but under that is also an ab crunch. So he should be able to crouch all the way over, as any good beast should. Hopefully the neck can compensate for that deep a crouch and he can look up and, look forward so he's not, guys, what's going on? Double knees looks like good range on the ankles and toe joints. That'll just help that crouch get even further. I'm not a big proponent of toe joints. In my experience, they loosen up, they kind of weaken the base of the figure standing up a little bit. But for characters like this, I'm totally okay. It works with the overall look. I don't know whose picture this is. It's just been roaming around the internet, but it shows Beast in the case after the panel, and you can see on top of being posed very awkwardly, standing straight up and down, the hips are a little bit funky. They've got kind of an arc into the hips, and then it juts out and goes up into the torso. But I think they had to do this in order to get this big a character crouched down and as agile as he should be. It's not fur, it's not skin, it's not muscle, it's not skeleton, it's plastic. And it can only do so much when mimicking human movement, especially a mutant fur-covered, big hand, big feet beast type character. But really, when it comes down to it, who is gonna pose their figure like this on the shelf? It's Beast. Beast, Spider-Man, Nightcrawler. If we ever get a new Nightcrawler, we need a new Nightcrawler. Characters like that, Even if you have a vanilla shelf, and I'm guilty of this too, of having characters looking like handbook to the Marvel Universe across my shelf, when it comes to Beast and those characters, they get crouched, they get crunched, they get agile. It's just in their nature. That's part of their personality, so I'm good with that. Nobody's gonna do this. Oh, my stars and garters, I am Beast. My personal gripe, and I had to throw one out there, is that he's in a permanent scream mode. I'd like a more neutral face of him contemplating, him thinking, mouth closed, maybe a pair of glasses on there. I don't know. But that's Beast to me. He's a beast, but he's still got a brain. My other problem here is they didn't put it beside another figure. Yes, this finishes out the blue team, and they did picture that all together, but it was more digital pictures, and Beast was way bigger. I'm okay with him being a little bit bigger than the other characters, a little bit broader, but I don't want him huge. So that's another wait and see thing. The Beast is in the Caliban wave. Citizen V and Union Jack are in the Avengers wave. They're said to be coming out in the spring of 2019. That's not that far away, guys. I gotta start saving more money. I need to start selling some blood or something. And that's it for this quickie. Yes, it's already over. And in just one short week, Hasbro will have another panel with more reveals for Marvel Legends and Star Wars in Italy. Now, Friday in the case in London, we saw the rest of the Kingpin wave, which was Six-Armed Spider-Man and Puma. Apparently, they pulled those quickly. People on the floor later in the day said they weren't in the case. So after that, I was kind of not looking too forward to today because I figured, oh, they're just going to show pretty promotional shots for those two. They swerved us, gave us these. Maybe the plans were blown and they switched with Italy's reveals. They said at the panel that they were showing the rest of the Kingpin wave next week in Italy, which has to be Puma and Six-Armed Spider-Man. So we'll see how that goes. That's another weekend. I'm gonna go take a nap. If you liked today's quickie, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.